In this project, your goal is to identify sidewalk problems that may make navigation more difficult for mobility-impaired persons such as wheelchair users. In particular, you're going to locate and assess the severity of 4 sidewalk accessibility problems using a tool that we built. These 4 problems include when objects are in the sidewalk path, surface problems, prematurely ending sidewalks, and curbs at intersections or crosswalks that do not have curb ramps. If you're unfamiliar, a curb ramp, which is sometimes called a curb cut, is a ramp built into the sidewalk that allows mobility-impaired persons to get up and down sidewalks. Unfortunately, sometimes sidewalks are missing curb ramps, like in the 2 images on the right. It's your job to discover and label these sorts of problems. Now, let's look at our tool for doing this task. On the left is the interactive area where we will present to you a series of sidewalk images. Here, your job is to find and label all sidewalk-related problems. In this case, there is a fire hydrant in the sidewalk, so you draw an outline around it. Outlines are drawn by clicking around the identified problem to set outline points, with a final click at the original point to complete the shape. When the shape is complete, you select the appropriate label. In this case, we select Object in Path, and then mark its severity. Severity is a 5-point scale where the far right is most severe, indicating not passable, and the far left is least severe, indicating passable for wheelchair users. Here, we mark 5 because it is clear that a wheelchair user could not get past this fire hydrant. Let's look at a few more examples. In this example, the sidewalk is badly cracked, so again, we draw an outline by clicking points around the offending area. In this case, rather than selecting Object in Path for our label like last time, we select Surface Problem. It's also a less severe problem than before, so we select a 3, which indicates that the area is hard to pass for wheelchair users. For our third example, the sidewalk ends abruptly in the grass. This may force wheelchair users to travel on the road. So we draw an outline around the end of the sidewalk and select Prematurely Ending Sidewalk, and mark 5 for not passable because the sidewalk ends in grass and on a hill. Finally, for our last example, a curb ramp is missing at this intersection, which would prevent wheelchair users from crossing the road. Note, you do not need to provide a severity for the label Curb Ramp Missing. As you label these images, please know that there could be more than one problem in an image as shown here. You should try to label all problems in each image. If you are confused about a label, you can move your mouse over the 4 thumbnails on the right side of our interface. Here, we describe each of the 4 labels in more detail. You can skip an image if you are not sure about what problems to label. You will then be provided with another image to work on. If you do not find any problems in the image, submit without any labels. Finally, you will earn money according to the accuracy of your labels. Please do your best to help make our city streets and sidewalks more usable for everyone.